What's up, everybody? I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. My name is Mel and welcome to my channel, Divine Feminine Works. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This channel is everything tarot, astrology, and spirituality. So if those are things that interest you, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll always be notified when I have new content. All right, let's get into it. All right, Aquarius, so now that we've gotten the astral forecast out of the way, let's get into the tarot reading and see what energies Spirit has for you this month. All right, so this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node, or North Node for August 2020. All right, cool. At the bottom of the deck, we've got Time Out. We've got Healing, Leadership, and Health. You guys are the fourth video that I'm doing, and you are the fourth sign to get this health card. So health is definitely a priority for everyone this month, but it's health in different ways. For some of the signs, it's been physical. For others, it's been like spiritual and mental. But let's see what it means specifically for you. I love that this card Leadership came out because you guys are born leaders. You guys are unconventional. You guys, you know, when the crowd is going right, you guys are going left. Like, you guys forge your own path. And I feel like you're going to be doing some of that this month. The 8 and the 1 reduced to a 9. So that lets me know that you guys are like by yourselves at this time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we'll get into it to see what this means. But again, there's some healing that's happening right now. Oh, okay, I see. And with the Time Out card here, what I'm getting is that because you're such a leader and because you always take that unconventional route, I think that you need to take a step back from that at this time in order for some particular healing to take place. Yeah. It's like you have to step back from like your normal, I don't want to say your normal responsibilities, because this isn't, at least as far as I know at this point, it isn't yet talking about like responsibilities that you have day to day. It's something about like, I want to say like your character. If you're someone who's very unconventional, you know, Aquarius is known to march to the beat of their own drum. If that's the type of person that you are, I feel like Spirit is saying that you need to take a step back this month in order for some healing to occur. But let's look into this further and see what exactly is good. All right. We've got the King of Swords. There you are, showing up to your reading. All right. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node for August 2020. This is for Aquarius, all right? We've got the Hierophant. So yeah, definitely a lot of you have taken a leadership role, and I feel like a lot of you have been outspoken about it. I mean, what I'm getting is that some of you are definitely activists. You're out there communicating to the world. You're taking a stand on something. But some of you are really like leaders. Like you see how there's those two people sort of kneeling in front of this goddess. Like some of you are really leaders, but I'm really getting a strong activist vibe. Some of you are activists and you've taken on a leadership position. But this month, there's something... You need to take a time, you need to take like a break from that in order to replenish is what I'm getting. And then we've got the Goddess of Cups, which is like the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's some sort of emotional healing that needs to take place. You need to have your cup replenished. I feel like, especially if you're an activist, especially with everything that's going on right now, I feel like you're giving a lot. You're putting a lot out there, and Spirit is saying that this month you need to focus on receiving on some sort of level. We'll go deeper into it to see exactly what needs to be received at this time. But instead of being like out there, communicating, getting your message out there, being very proactive. It's time to be more receptive, and it's time to go within, and it's time to have your cup replenished. Okay. Let's continue on. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node for August 2020. All right, we've got the Three of Swords. And we have the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Let's get one more. One more. All right, there we go. We've got the Ten of Wands. Some of you have been shouldering a lot of responsibility. I mean, that's sort of inherent in being a leader, is that you've got a lot of responsibility. Whether you have a lot of people leaning on you, or you just have responsibilities to a large group of people, you've been shouldering a lot of responsibility. If you look with this Ten of Wands, she's carrying this basket full of these wands on her head, and it's like, it's almost like you're about to experience like a mental overload. Yeah, for some of you, that's what, and my head is starting to hurt right now. Like, there's this mental overload that you're experiencing right now. And Spirit is like, yo, you need to take a time out, especially for your mental health. Yeah, your mental health is a priority this month, and you need to take the time out for healing to occur. There's some sort of feeling of sadness or betrayal that you've experienced recently, especially as it pertains to your work. Again, I'm feeling like a lot of you are activists, or this message is specifically for activists. Those of you who are on the front lines, perhaps, of the Black Lives Matter movement. Those of you who are advocating for others. I'm hearing some of you who are like attorneys, lawyers. Whatever it is, you're definitely a prominent leader in your field. I definitely feel like this has to do with a work situation, whatever you do for work, or whatever you are working toward. So while activism may not be your like 9-to-5 job, you may be working at it a lot, but you're experiencing like a lot of responsibility. A lot of responsibility, a lot of mental overload, and it's got you feeling like this, like just heartbroken. There's this energy of just like piercing through the heart, heartbreak. Yeah, and Spirit is like, this month I need you to take a time out so your cup can be replenished. You can't fill others' cups if your cup is empty, and especially if you are a leader. You can't give to, I don't want to say your subjects, but you can't give to everyone if you've got an empty cup. So this month you definitely have to recharge. Definitely have to recharge. Okay. Let's get some clarification on the God of Swords. Okay. We've got justice. So again, some of you are activists fighting for justice. Others of you are attorneys or work in the legal field. But regardless, you're really good at it. This is the king. The king is the master. When it comes to communication, like you've got a sharp mind, you're very strategic, and you're all about fairness. You might be fighting the justice system right now. You might just be fighting the system in general, but you guys are leaders when it comes to that. All right, let's get another one on King of Swords. We've got the Five of Cups. So there's a certain So when it comes to this position, whether you are a lawyer, work in the legal field, law enforcement, or you're just an activist, like there's a lot of heavy energy that you're experiencing. And I feel like with the presence of the Queen of Cups here, I feel like there are some of you that are definitely empathic and you're picking up on a lot of this negative energy. When it comes to this feeling of sadness, regret, sorrow, heartbreak, betrayal, heartache, you guys are picking up on that energy really heavily. Let me explain, let me put it in better terms. So if you're advocating on someone's behalf, let's say you're advocating, let's say you're an attorney and you're advocating for a client that is looking for their justice in court. Whatever that client is going through, whatever that client is feeling, the injustice that that client feels, you feel it too. And you feel it really heavy. And you don't only just sympathize with that client, you empathize with them. So imagine if you are an activist on the front lines of everything that's going on right now. As a leader, not only are people looking up to you, but you're shouldering the responsibility for them and you're shouldering their emotions. Like you're worn out. Aquarius, you are worn out and you have a massive headache because I have a massive headache right now. It's like you're thinking a lot, you're strategizing, your mind needs rest this month, Aquarius. That is the healing that needs to take place. Let's get one on the Hierophant. All right, we've got the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like, so Seven of Cups is typically about confusion, or it's about a lot of options. But this depiction of the card is very interesting. If you look, he's drawing something on an easel, and this easel is being held up by someone. It's being held up by someone, and then there's these, I see. And again, if you notice, he's got two faces. One face is concentrated on the drawing, and the other is concentrated on the cups. I feel like a lot of you are being torn in two different directions. On the one hand, it's like, as a leader of this group or as an advocate for someone or a group of people, it's like you are at their mercy, meaning that their needs, their wants, their desires are your responsibility. Hence why you're feeling like this, lots of responsibilities. And to them, you're showing them this face of confidence, this face of concentration, like you're really focused on what it is that they need and they want. On the other hand, you are confused on the inside. You're confused. Things aren't clear to you. It's like you have this face that you put on, this mask that you put on that's very authoritarian, that's very expert-like, that's very confident. But on the inside, you're confused, you're worn out, and you're tired. Let's get more on this Hierophant card. Yeah, this is the Five of Pentacles. Like, you are hurting on the inside. Like, on the inside, you're experiencing loss. Again, it's this mental health that needs to take precedence for you this month, Aquarius. And I feel like that has been depleted. Your mental acuity, I'm not saying that you are no longer smart or anything, but you're not as sharp as you could be, because you're taking on all this responsibility, you're taking on everyone's emotions, and your batteries are drained. That's it. Your batteries are drained and you need to recharge this month. All right, let's get one on Goddess of Cups. Let's get one on Goddess of Cups. All right, leave that here. All right, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, it's like you've been juggling like having a public persona, being confident, being strategic, being on the front lines, with feeling depleted, feeling tired, feeling mentally tired, mental overload. It's like you've been balancing, it's this balancing act that you've been playing for a while. And it's time for you to recharge. Let's get another one here. It's too many. Let's get another one here on Goddess of Cups. We've got the Five of Wands, which is all about conflict. For you, it's internal conflict. There's obviously, as an activist or as an advocate, there's a certain conflict externally that you're facing. You know, you have an opponent, you have an adversary. But more so than that, there's an internal conflict that you have here. You're not balanced. Like I said, on the one hand, you're showing your face and you're showing up and you're doing all this great stuff. On the other hand, you're exhausted, you're tired, you're mentally, you're not as sharp mentally, you're confused. Again, time to recharge. All right, on the Three of Swords, we've got the Five of Swords. This card to me is always about selfishness. It's always about someone who takes up for their own cause and doesn't care about anyone else. And although that serves you well, because if you're advocating for something or someone, you need to approach that cause like to the point where it's like the win or lose. There can't be a compromise. One side has to win, right? Which is fine. But again, that sort of energy is what's pulling on you and is depleting you at this time. Let's get another one on Three of Swords. We've got the Ten of Swords. So not only are you in your head a lot, but the thoughts that you have are very like hurting. They're sharp. I don't want to say they're necessarily negative, but they have a negative impact on you. Your thoughts, your communication with others right now. If you're in the middle of a fight, the communication between you and your adversary is harsh, most likely. It's fighting words. It's crazy emails. And you've been experiencing this for a minute. This fight is not something that you just started yesterday. You've been experiencing it for a minute, and it is literally weighing on you. And again, the major theme is it is time to recharge. Time to recharge. Let's get one on the Sun of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. So you're showing up again. So again, this just lets me know that this is really what you've been doing. This is the work that has been consuming you. It's like, look at how like valiant he looks. And then he's got that little person next to him that's got the world under his foot. Like, your work reaches far and wide. It really does. And it affects a lot of people. But you can't help others if you haven't helped yourself first. Let's get another one on Sun of Pentacles. Oh, goodness. It always happens to me. I'm like Butterfinger sometimes. And some of these cards are so like glossy and slippery that they just be like slipping right out of my fingers. Anyway, let's get another one on Sun of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Swords. So again, like there's so many swords out here. It's ridiculous. But again, it's like you're playing double duty also. You're orchestrating everything and then you're executing everything as well. Like you're just doing a lot right now, Aquarius. You really are. All right, let's get one on Ten of Wands. Okay, we got two. Perfect. So we've got the Nine of Swords, which is all about stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. I mean, look at the expression on this person's face. I assume, Aquarius, that you're not sleeping that well. and you are stressed out a lot. And I'm inclined to say that's a correct assumption. And you've got the King of Wands as well. So yeah, this is, again, and look, he's got all of these people, all these, like, they look like little kids all around him. Like, you are truly a leader. This is like the father figure card. Very masculine energy, very leadership oriented energy. And you are just spent. You're spent, especially mentally. You're just spent. And what's at the bottom? At the bottom of the deck, though, we have the Four of Wands. And what Spirit is saying is that this time out that you need to take, you need to spend it at home around people that love you. Again, like I said, there's this Queen of Cups energy, which is all about receptivity. Queen of Cups is very feminine. It's feminine energy. And it's very receptive. It's very nurturing. I think there's a Queen of Cups in your life that can really help you recharge. I really do. And this could be someone that you live with. This could be a significant other. And just because it's a queen doesn't mean it has to be a woman. It could be a man. But Queen of Cups is typically a water sign. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But there's a partner, a family member, someone at home whom can really help you recharge at this time. And that's exactly what you need. Because you need a break, honey. You are on the front lines. You are doing the damn thing. You are just doing the work that a lot of people can't. And you do it on their behalf. And you do it so well. You really do. But you can't pour from an empty cup. And you need to recharge, replenish. And trust me, once you take the time to do that, when you come back, oof, they better watch out, because you're going to be sharper than ever, Aquarius. But again, take that time to rest. All right, let's get 3 astrology cards. We got 1, 2. Okay. No, we'll take this one too. All right, so we've got 8th house. 8th house is all about transformation. And your 8th house is a Virgo. So what this is telling me is that come Virgo season, which is the 22nd of August, y'all definitely need to retreat. In order to change things around for you on a profound and meaningful level, y'all have got to retreat. Y'all have got to take the time out and replenish. And you got to do it by the end of the month. Okay? We've got Libra. Libra is all about justice. Oh, shoot, that card just fell. Anyway, you saw it from before. It's the Justice card. And relationships. Like I said, there's someone that you're in a relationship with or someone that you live with that could really help you replenish your cup. But more so than anything, this is telling me that you guys are really involved in justice work. And then we've got Taurus. So the signs that are out here are Libra, Taurus. I see Gemini as well. Definitely the air signs. But again, this could be a Libra that is a Taurus that's going to be beneficial to you this month or important to you this month, especially in terms of healing. I feel like, so Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus. Venus is all about relationships, but it's also about beauty, creativity, sort of the opposite of that very air sign quality that you guys have. So it's going to be good. Oh, I'm hearing stop and smell the roses. Like, again, in this time out, do things that are creative. Do things that take your mind away from this activist work. And go with the flow. This is trine. Trine is an astrological aspect that is easy. It's effortless. It's really just having you go with the flow. And that's what Spirit is saying you need to do this month. Rest, rejuvenate, stop and smell the flowers, and recharge your batteries. All right, Aquarius, let's get one last card to close out this reading. Blessed. That's beautiful. Spirit wants you to know that you are so blessed, especially with the work that you do. Again, so many of you are doing some amazing work out there, like seriously. And Spirit is saying that has not gone unnoticed. Apart from being blessed, you definitely need to practice gratitude at this time as well. That's just like a small side note. But by and large, Spirit is saying you are blessed. Your pathway is blessed. What you do is such a blessing to others. And there's so much more you can do if you just take a break, chill out, stop and smell the roses, and recharge your batteries. All right, Aquarius, that's what I've got for you for August 2020. I hope that you were able to get at least something from this reading. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below. You can either get a tarot reading or an astrology report, especially with some of these 8th house energy, and I see trine here. I think there are some particular transits that might give you some more information about what's going on this month. So if you definitely want to book an astrology reading, if you want to schedule an astrology reading or book a tarot reading, that information is in the description box below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Divine Feminine Works. Every week I do a series called The Week Ahead, which is just a quick and dirty reading on the energy for the week ahead. So follow me there so you don't miss that. As always, my readings are a labor of love and they come straight from the bottom of my heart. If you feel so inclined and would like to buy me a coffee, that information is in the description box below as well. Aquarius, it's an honor to read for you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.